Hi, everybody. I'm John. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. I'd like to share a story with you. Now, this story centers around a unique piece of artwork that has held a significant place in my life ever since I was a child and still does to this day. I was born and raised on Long Island, but not in that suburban jungle that mentions of Long Island usually bring to mind. No, I was in fishing and farming country, way out east, only about 15 miles from Orient Point, the eastern tip of the North Fork of Long Island. It's a truly beautiful area. It was a wonderful place to grow up. Think about summer vacations as a kid, with multiple beaches, at least 5 or 6, all within a 10-minute bike ride. Not too shabby. But I digress. I was 6 years old when my dad packed us in the car, took us to Orient, and took me on a long hike through the woods, through overgrown paths that were barely there, to the rocky shore of Long Island Sound. The huge boulders strewn across the shoreline are the medium for this piece of art. Wait a second, boulders? That's right, I told you it was unique. Elliott A. Brooks was my great-grandfather. He was also a fisherman, he harvested oysters, and he was an artist, raising a family in the early 1920s in Orient, when he used these boulders as his artistic medium. He used a hammer and chisel to carve images into the solid rock, images ranging from Native American arrowheads and portraits to Victorian portraits to animals. These carvings have weathered the elements for almost a century and have been a source of family pride for 3 generations, a truly lasting legacy, which to this day inspires me, makes me feel pride, makes me feel respect and awe at the talent and dedication and perseverance it took to create this artwork. I aspire to leave a representation of my own art for the world to take in and hopefully remember that will be anywhere near as lasting a legacy as my great-grandfather's. Thank you so much for joining me.